Today I'm going to be reacting to Arsenal 0, Liverpool 2.
What a ball in that is. We said about in the first half.
I'm going to be talking about what I liked most during the game and a little word on Jordan Henderson wanting to return back to the Premier League. And if there's time, I'll examine the fantasy football stats and see where we're at. I am not doing well. So the match. In the build up to this match, and even as the match kicked off, I'll be honest, I was kind of like, whatever, like, it's only the FA Cup. You know what, I think I'm still a little hurt that the FA Cup was like our consolation prize when we almost won the quad. And we had to settle for the FA Cup, so I'm kind of a bit like, but then as the match goes on, you're like, I feel like this is our biggest win of the season, psychologically. Because we've had great results against Newcastle, we've had great comebacks against lesser teams, but, you know, against Chelsea, I don't know if you'd call them a big team anymore, but we drew against them, drew against Arsenal in the league, City, drew against United. So, like, we haven't lost these games. The only one we've lost to Spurs, and the less said about that game, the better.
Oh, fuck it, yeah.
But this was a statement, clean sheet, 2-0 at the Emirates. One, psychologically, it's massive, I think. Granted, they're without Jesus. We were without Salah, Endo, Sabo, Robbo, Simicas, Matip, Bajcetic, Thiago. Yeah. And still, to come away with a clean sheet, and I'll tell you one thing, and I'll break down the game properly now in a sec. There's something about scoring a last-minute goal to kill the game off in a big game away. Ooh. Fucking yes! Considering at the start I was just like, whatever. And then by the end I was like, yes! And we're top of the league. Anyway, let's break down the match a little bit. I tell you one thing. It is very, very refreshing to play against a team who were on top for a lot of the game, but were wasteful.
Huh? No, you know how it feels.
Luckily, Arsenal didn't really feel like scoring today, and I was happy to be going in at 0-0. The only real highlight of the first half was Trent. Oh, he just hits a ball so sweet. You know what? I almost didn't even mind that it went off the bar, because it was just struck so sweet. His technique, I could watch that all day. Trent is the only player who I don't even mind when he hits the bar, because it's as aesthetically pleasing to me as a goal. I'll take it. I'll take it when we win. But defensively, we were fucking rock solid. Kanate.
Oh, suit you, sir. Oh.
And I was a little concerned when I seen Van Dijk wasn't in the team because of illness. Klopp's words, it's very hard for Virg to look shit, but he did. So we sent him home. So up steps Kanate and Virgil 2.0 in the making, Jarell Kwanzaa. With Gomez on the left, who I have to say, I am loving Gomez on the left. Some highlights in that first half was Curtis Jones turning Ben White inside out. Here's what, and I'm going to get to the goals now in a second. But second half rolls around. Here's what I love about Klopp. At 0-0, he brings on 2 kids.
Can't believe they brought on 2 youth products at the Emirates. And it's 0-0. Oh, that is, yeah, this, oh my days. That's unreal.
Do you not think it's more embarrassing if we don't get the win here?
Yeah, 100%.
Bradley and Clark come on. And at this stage, Martinelli had, to be fair, gotten past Trent quite easily, like 3 times in the space of 5 minutes. So then, the master stroke. So Trent pushes on, and Conor Bradley, what a job he did. Look, I know Kanate was man of the match, and rightly so, but just here's some highlights of Conor Bradley against Martinelli. Completely different sort of player, Martinelli. Didn't know what to do. there anything to be said for Conor Bradley starting in right back and putting Trent? No, you know what? Just leave it as it is. Klopp knows what he's doing. What we also changed in the second half was when Jota came on, Nunes went to the wing. And let me tell you something. I love Nunes on the wing. And you know what? I fucking love Nunes as well. I don't care how many shots he's missed. You see so many opportunities and highlight reels and people telling you, oh, Nunes this and Nunes that. I fucking love him. Yes, we won, so it's obviously going to be easier for me to say that. He just does not stop. He tries. He's trying his best. And he's fucking good as well. It's just his finishing. If he can just get his head together. Like, there's a lot of chances Nunes hasn't scored in the last week or two that I don't really blame him too much for. I would love to see the pressure. I would love to see him play with the pressure off. So I'd love to see him on that wing. So there's not as much pressure on him being the centre point. Stick Jota in the middle. We know he's a goal scorer. And Nunes on the left and Diaz on the right. While Salah's at AFCON, I'm not mad at that idea at all. Love seeing Nunes bombing down that wing. And then he's able to cut inside, which is kind of his go-to move. You see him scoring a lot of goals from that position. And just before I talk about the goals, it's just me or Arsenal a bunch of big diving bastards all the same.
Yes.
I tell you, one moment of the game that really got my goat was Trent getting a yellow for dissent. And when literally 5 minutes before I seen Odegaard do the exact same. It's like, it doesn't matter what you say. If you make this motion, you're getting a yellow. And Odegaard did that a couple of times before Trent. Got nothing. Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. And speaking of Trent, by the way, how about this clearance? Gets the ball, just jogs past the goal line with his weak foot. An absolutely insane ball to Diaz. Great. Anyway, onto the goal. Speaking of Trent, fizzes in a corner. It's an own goal. Best part about this goal, though, was the celebration. Some bonehead fan, made his way onto the pitch, and he's trying to celebrate with the players. Nunes and Konate are not having it. Nunes fucking jumps and slaps the shit out of him. Joel Matip would be proud.
To the Liverpool supporters. What a ball in that is. We said about in the first half.
He got it.
Then Konate slaps the shit out of him and then takes his hat and fucks it away. So 1-0 up, I'm thinking, fucking yes. And now for Diaz's goal. Oh, I've talked before on this show about my love of the dream killer goal. Pushing for that equaliser, that winner, whatever. And the other team just fucking hits him with a dream killer, essentially. Just absolutely nail in the coffin, shuts it down. I loved it. And I love the goal here because you can see Klopp's reaction to the whole thing. Diaz absolutely fires it, which is a critical element, I think, of the dream killer goal. It has to be fucking fizzed in. Like the closer to the roof of the net, the better. For me anyway, aesthetically. It reminded me of that Mane goal versus City, that he's only got like a half a second to kind of, the ball is slightly under his feet and he's able to absolutely fizz it in. And I didn't even realise until after, it's a bloody no look.
The son of a bitch pulled it off!
Fucking a no look goal. And during the game before that goal, I was thinking, to be honest, I was thinking, Diaz never going to score again. And then he goes and does something like this.
And totally redeem yourself!
He just can't help it. These players, they ooze flair. Bobby Firmino would be proud. And Liverpool march on into the fourth round. Oh, I tell you, it's so sweet. So sweet. Fucking buzzing after that game. I'm so excited about this team. One thing I love about this team is, like, the amount of combos we can have. I was thinking, who do we put in Salah's place now that he's gone? Elliott can slot right into the right. I was happy to see him there. It wasn't mad on seeing Gakpo as part of the midfield three, but I love seeing Elliott there on the right at the start of the game. But now we know we can shift it around. We can put stick Trent in midfield. We can, now that Endo's gone, Gravenberch, McAllister's fit. You can put Nunes on the left now. Diaz can play on the left or the right. Jota, Gakpo in the centre. We have options. Jones, Elliott. We can stick Kwanzaa and Kanate at centre back against our league rivals, and they keep a clean sheet. We can bring on Conor Bradley, and he can nullify Martinelli. I just love it. I love the options. It's great. I didn't see this coming last year, I tell you that. Jordan Henderson has been in the news this week because he is eyeing up a return to the Premier League. Things have not gone well. So all this stuff about growing the game there and growing awareness for LGBTQ, I mean, we can pretty much safely say that was bollocks. He had built up such a legacy. I felt sorry for him because he had built up such a legacy at Liverpool. He was like the captain's captain. He was organising all this stuff with other league captains. He was stuff for the NHS, LGBTQ. Obviously, that was the big backlash that he got when he went. What did you expect? Yes, I'm sure the money is good. Al Ettifaq are shite. He's playing for a team that are nearly 30 points off top in a Saudi league where he's playing in front of 900 people. He wants to come back. Firmino's not happy. He wants to leave as well. I mean, no shit. The whole thing just kind of makes me a bit sad. I'm sad that he's tarnished his legacy a little bit. I'm sad that I'm sure he's actually having a very difficult time over there. But I don't really know what to think. Like, what do you guys think? Would you be happy to see him come back and play for a lesser team? I'm curious to know what the general consensus would be if he returned to the league. What if he returned and joined, say, Brighton with Milner and Alana? That would actually be pretty cool. Wow, what a fuck up. I'm not surprised that he wants to come back, I'll tell you that. Tail between his legs, if anything. It's a shame because he was the captain of all these glorious moments. I hold no grudge against him personally. I wish him well. I don't fucking know. What do you guys think? What's your lasting opinion of Jordan Henderson? Anyway, let's move on and we'll finish up and see how the FPL is getting on. If you want to join again, here's the code. I'll be honest, since I started this league, I've plummeted. Me personally, I've dropped 230th in the league. Top of the league, we've got Michael Broughton with his team Secrets and Sobos Lies.
Delightfully devilish, Seymour.
Looking most likely for that Put It in H keyring, the prestigious Put It in H keyring that the winner gets.
Put it in H!
And in bottom place, Bradley Rashford. Ooh, United fan. Let's see, I'm going to help you, mate. I'm going to help you with this team. You know what? That's actually not too bad of a team. Haaland's injured. You've got Alisson, you've got Ferg, you've got Trent. I think you need a better midfield, if I'm going to say, if I may. Salah, Bowen, someone like that. You can take it from me. I'm in the top 193,000 in the world. And thank you very much for everyone who joined the league. Again, if you want to join, the code is here. Next up, it's another cup game. We're at home to Fulham in the first leg of the semi-final of the EFL Cup. I tell you what, EFL Cup semi-final, FA Cup fourth round, first place, Europa League last 16, or wherever whatever it is. Quad? See you then, and up the fucking Reds.